Welcome everyone, I'm Vetens and join me today to a new video. This game is called Venti Mesi, so it's 20 months. It's made by, it's a visual novel by We Are Muesli. It's an Italian team, Claudia Molinario, Matteo Pozzi, with Francesco Fontana. It's based on the 20 characters around 1943. There was the World War II. And it looked like an interesting game jolt, and the link will be in description, so let's see what happens. So that
Badoglio, un personaggio scialbo che sta al sud con gli americani.
Badoglio, a dual man who lives in the south with the Americans. From the dictionary or the anonymous partisan, so it's in Italian, so it's even better for me. Badoglio was a general.
Il governo italiano, riconosciuta la impossibilità di continuare la impari lotta contro la soverchiante potenza avversaria, nell'intento di risparmiare ulteriori
Sergeant Guidi, Sergeant Guidi. It's Private Pini. Private Pini? What are you doing there, Sarge? Didn't you hear the radio? War is over. Yes, I heard the radio. So, did you hear what Marshal Badoglio said? Everybody go home. Everybody! Go home. What's up, Serge? Did you listen carefully to the Badoglio proclamation? Carefully? Yes, sir. Italy signed an armistice with Eisenhower and the Allies. And... I wrote it down just in case, Serge. Here it is. All acts of hostility against the Anglo-American force by Italian forces must cease. Anything else? Oh, one more thing. Everywhere. Everywhere, Serge. Don't you get it? War is over. A war is over, Pini. Another one is about to begin. Soon, tomorrow, maybe today. Maybe it's already begun. What are you saying, Serge? If we signed a peace treaty with the Americans who were the enemy, I guess whom should we make war? Right, me. Whom? The Germans? The Germans. But weren't the Germans our friends? Oh. Yes, Pini, the Germans were our friends. No, Pini, the Germans have never been our friends. For what I think about and these are Italian newspapers, what I think about the war, about this history that I study. So I would think that Germans have never been our friends. They were just so powerful that we had to choose or to be destroyed or to ally with them. No, Germans have never been our friends. Just like the Americans or the Brits or the French or the Swiss aren't our friends. The Swiss are our enemies? Weren't the Swiss neutral? That's the problem with this filthy war, Pini. That's exactly the problem. Is Switzerland the problem? No. The problem is that we talk about friends or enemies as if we knew them one by one. Thousands of Germans and Americans and Brits, millions of people we will never ever know. Never ever see their face. And yet we call them friends, as if they were our schoolmates, or neighbors, or dear ones. Those are your friends, Pini. So what? So what do I choose? Oh, so get back to them, so we wait. So get back to them, so get back to them. Get back home. Now that I think about it, Pini, you're right. Everybody go home. Everybody go home? Home, yeah. What about you, Serge? Aren't you coming? I think for the character I'll say I don't know. I don't know. Seems a little bit thoughtful of what's happening. I don't know anything anymore, Pini. To get back home, to follow the orders, to wait, to choose. It was easier before. Before? Believe, obey, fight. It wasn't a matter of choice, it was just what it was. Believe, obey, fight. It was obey. Obey. obey, believe, fight. Oh, what the hell is this? What do I have to choose? Sarge? What happened? Sarge! Are you alright? I'm alright, Peony. I'm alright now. Go, Peony, make your choice. What about you, Sarge? I'll make my choice too. That's what we all do, don't we? Choose.
Tedeschi. Adesso noi che ci siamo trovati di fronte sappiamo che non sono invincibili. Sono esseri umani, coraggiosi e vili come gli uomini di tutto il mondo.
Okay, now that we found them in front of us, we learned they are not invincible. They are human beings, courageous and cowardly, just like any other human being in the world. Dictionary of the Anonymous Partisan. October 1943. Germans. Paper, bitte! Paper, bitte! Italiener! Are you talking to me? Paper, bitte, schnell! Okay, okay, take it easy. I mean, I'm sorry. Wie heißen Sie? Name? Giuseppe. Oh, Giuseppe! Giuseppe Meazza? Yes, I wish I were... even though he's now playing with Varese. Pepin is always the best. And by the way, now Giuseppe Meazza, a stadium is called San Siro Stadium, if you know, in Milan. It's called Giuseppe Meazza. Pepin is always the best. Pepin. Let me tell you, my dad used to play football with him back in the day. Here in the neighborhood of Greco. Paper, bitte! This guy wants to check my papers. But he's a boy, he must be my age. What if I ask him instead, do you like football? Good idea. Bad idea. Good idea. Bad idea. Good idea. Papers, I got it. My shift at the factory is starting soon, so I've got them right here. Let me find them. Just einen Sek. Schnell, Giuseppe Meazza! And again, this Giuseppe Meazza. You do really like football. Giuseppe Meazza, world champion. And not once, twice. Let me tell you, my dad took me to San Siro Stadium to see the semi-finals with Austria, World Cup 34. That's a shame. You lost it with the Czechs. Italy-Germany would have been a great final match. But that was before the war. And the war took World Cup 42 away from us, on top of anything else. Italien in Deutschland! Weltmeisterschaft! Weltmeisterschaft! 46, 46? World Cup 46? Yes! You Italien and me Deutschland! I got it! See you at the next World Cup. Me Italy, you Germany. Yeah, Italy, Germany! World Cup final! I wish. So... because sometimes something else appears, so here are the papers. I mean, let me check. Einen Second. Italiener! Dieses Mal trunke ich noch einmal beide Augen zu. I think you have to pronounce it like that. You go! Can I go? Go! Thank you. Bitte schön. German word. Giuseppe Meazza! Oh, we just want Giuseppe Meazza.
Pippo. Il suo non sembra un rumore di motori, ma l'ansito di un mostruoso animale, e finché il battito delle sue grosse ali non si affievolisce, tratteniamo il respiro.
That's Pippo. Its sound is not as the sound of an engine, but the gasp of a monstrous animal. And as long as the beating of its big wings does not weaken, we must hold our breath. November 1943. Orsolino. I can't sleep. Can I keep the light on? Will you tell me a story? Will you tell me a story? Will you tell me a story of Pippo? Okay. People is a strange airplane. An airplane that's flying above our house every night. And if he sees a light on, boom! He drops a bomb. Or Zolino. Have you ever seen a bomb? Why does people drop bombs? That's a mystery. But who's his people? Nobody knows. Oh, come on. Is people good or evil? Oh, it's a girl. I don't know. Maybe Orzolino. I should have. Some say he's good. Some say he's evil. Some say he's German. Some Italian. Some American or British. Some say he's small. Some say he's big. He's got 1 or 2 engines, bombs or machine guns. Really? Really? But how is that possible? That people can be good and evil and German and American, big and small at the same time. People is all and nothing. Everyone and no one. People is war. Like the sun or the rain or the wind or the snow. He simply is. I understand. But Orzolino. If I turn the light on, people shows up and drops a bomb on me. If I turn the light off, I'm afraid of the dark. But then, how can I not be scared? Plain dead, war, light, mom, grandma, bombs, dark, people. I don't know. Sleep tight, Benito. I'm standing right here for you. What about Bianca? Grandma Linda, need a little angel for your sister too. Thank you. That's what guardian angels are meant for, right? Right. Orzolino, one last thing. As a guardian angel, you should know. Why did Mom call me Benito? Don't you remember what Grandma Lisa said? To have 1 more spoonful of Parmesan cheese at the school canteen.
Paura. Chi dice di non averne è un bugiardo. Nessuno di noi può giurare che sarà vivo domani, o anche stasera.
Fear. Whoever says not to be afraid is a liar. No one can swear to be alive tomorrow, not even tonight. December 1943. Giulio, it's gonna be a hard day. This bloody war is a curse, but I have to help my country as much as I can. This time I managed to bring a good load of salt to sell off down from Switzerland. 40 kilos, nice shot. Should be enough to let 4 families preserve their pork meat this coming winter. Yeah, right, Giulio. If and only if they can afford it. Well done, Giulio. You're doing the right thing. Oh, it's Giulio from the... Oh, it's himself. He's talking to himself. Well done, Giulio. You're doing the right thing. Don't you think? I do the best I can. That's the price of my long, hard journeys. And the risk I'm taking for being a smuggler. Right, if you didn't become a smuggler, you would have been a migrant. Who knows where? Quite a risk anyway. I made my choice, and I don't regret it. I'm a worker, just like anyone else is. Anyone else? I haven't read any news about a pay raise for the workers at Pirelli's factory. Pirelli is a tire factory where they make tires. Whilst the cost of bread is 8 times higher than what it was 5 years ago. To be honest, you keep complaining about your travels, but in truth it's your stomach that's rumbling. I could be wrong. Did you forget about that day? Did you forget about that day? That day. That woman surely does remember it. That woman. Long curly hair, bright eyes. That one. that day, that woman had no chance to feed her son. Don't you know why? Why? Because she was 3.20 lire. Lire was the money we had in Italy. What's it? Now there's euro, but before it was lire. Short to buy the rice you had brought downtown. What else could I do? If I start doing one favor, then everyone will accept more and more. You know it. These are hard times for everyone. Especially for that woman, her son died yesterday. Especially for that woman, her son died yesterday. But that kid would have not made it anyway. Not even with an extra bowl of rice. Well, maybe you can cover his dead body with your nice wool cut. No. He had no chance since the beginning. Or even buy his family a bunch of flowers. Since the beginning of this bloody war. I'm sure they will appreciate your thought. He, like so many others. He, like you. The gun is on the table. Oh. Is this my only choice? What if I don't want to?
Notte. Ci sono notti brevissime e notti eterne. Ciascuno di noi conserva il ricordo di una notte terribile.
Night. Some nights are short, some are everlasting. We all hold the memory of one terrible night. January 1944. There is Auschwitz, and so there cannot be God. I don't find a solution to this dilemma. I keep looking, but I don't find it. The most profound statement yet made about Auschwitz was not a statement at all, but a response, the query. At Auschwitz, tell me, where was God? And the answer, where was man? I think this was because at Auschwitz they were treating man like animals. I read some books about it, and those things were horrible. Where, father? Costoid. Where, father? Excuse me, son. I was wondering where, father. Where is that train on platform 21 bound for? But there are only 20 regular platforms in this railway station. Platform 21 does not exist. Yeah, sure. Platform 21 does not exist. Please forgive me. I didn't mean to bother you. No bother at all, son. My name is Father Alfonso. Costoyed. Nice to meet you. In Milan Central Station, to come or to go? I'm going away from Milan, away from Italy, away from Europe. This whole continent is lost. What about you, father? I'm staying. My duty is to stay. Your duty, I understand. Tell me, is to keep your eyes shut one of your duties too, father? I don't understand. Don't pretend you're not seeing what's happening tonight. This terrible night. Platform 21 may be secret, hidden underground, invisible. We may even discover it only after the end of this war, but we both know it does exist. Can't you see? I can. And we both know very well who those people are and where they're going to. Oh, it's that Platform 21 from the Nazi. Those are Jews. Hence today I am acting in accordance with the will of the Almighty Creator. By defending myself against the Jew, I am fighting for the work of the Lord. I'm wrong, or the Almighty Lord, the Führer, is talking about is your very same Almighty Lord, Father. You're wrong. Bolshevism is Christianity's illegitimate child, born inventions of the Jew. If you want to quote Adolf Hitler, son, do it with full knowledge. We are brothers in the eye of the Nazis. Bolsheviks like you and Christians like me, all brothers of those people on that train. We are all Jew. Arbeit macht frei. That was the sentence on the gate of Auschwitz. It was work makes freedom, like makes free. There's an old book by King Solomon, I hold dear. It is a part of both the Hebraic Tanakh and the Christian Bible. It's called Kohelet, also known as Ecclesiastes. I do know it, Vanitas Vanitatum. There's more about it. Repeat with me, son. There is a time to be born and a time to die, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to search and a time to give up, a time to be silent, a time to speak, a time to war and a time for peace. A time for peace? After the war, after this platform, after all of this, will the time come, Father? It will. It's up to us and only us. The most profound statement yet made about Auschwitz was not a statement at all, but a response. The query at Auschwitz, tell me, where was God? And the answer, where was man? Was made by William Clark Staran.
Fuga. La nostra non è una guerra classica, perciò la fuga vi è ammessa. Ne è anzi la prima regola. La nostra è una continua fuga, ma allo stesso tempo è un continuo attacco.
Our war is not a conventional war. That's why retreat is contemplated. It's the first rule, actually. Our is an endless retreat, but at the same time it's an endless attack. February 1944. On February 10th, 1944, a clandestine group of the 5th Aeronautics Section of Breda Factory set up an attack against the Casa del Fascio fascist headquarters in Sesto San Giovanni. Casa del Fascio was the government group that were in, the leading group in Italy. The group was made up of 8 people led by Oreste Girotti, a former Milanese worker, now owner of a grocery store. The lookout was Carlo Talamucci, technician at Breda, who lives right in front of the Casa del Fascio. A 3-wheel van belonged to the Gruppazione Partigiana delivered the weapons for the attack in Piazza 4 November. It's called Piazza Quattro November. A partisan infiltrator in the Republican Fascist Party was supposed to leave the Casa del Fascio's door open behind himself in order to allow the attack. 2 days after the attack, the infiltrator gets caught by the fascists and tortured. Talk! Tell us what you made it, or how you made it, sorry. Tell us everything you know, you filthy partisan. How many people? Go to hell, pigs! Maybe we haven't made ourselves clear enough. If you play the tough guy, things will only get worse for you and maybe for your family too. Who knows what could happen to you and to them? Come on, let's try again. How many people? I can't remember. Maybe a few. That's not possible. Witnesses said that there were about 10 of your people. Why are you trying to screw with us? Why are you making it so hard? Who knows what your mates will do? If they knew their fate is in your answers, they would probably agree with me, don't you think? Let's try again. How many people? Let's try again. Basically because I think once you get caught like this, in that time, once you get caught in that, you're probably already dead. That's the point. Like, even though you give them the information they want, they're probably gonna kill you at the end. So that's why I'm trying to endure it. I can remember maybe a few. Enough! I'm sick and tired of you. Take him away. Torture him. Make him say everything he knows. Every single thing. You will talk. I swear. You will.
Città. Qualcuno dei nostri c'è entrato di notte e gli è parso di essere finito in un labirinto, in una trappola. Eppure, buona parte delle persone che l'abitano è con noi.
city. Some of us entered it by night, and it felt like ending up in a maze, a trap hole. And yet most of the people who lived there are on our side. March 1944. Today is the day of the strike. The Partisan Committee gave over orders. Here we are. Sure, I wonder what is the right thing to do. I think it's better to strike. It's better to strike. Is it really better? If I strike, they will cut our salary. They will arrest us. They will deport us. But if you don't start doing a revolution, you'll never change things. And how will I feed Benito and Bianca? Oh, she's the mother. How will I feed myself? How about my mother? She's old and not healthy as she used to be. Giovanni, I hope at least you have something to put in your stomach. Oh, Giovanni is the one that went to Germany to work? Wherever you are. Maybe the strike is not the best idea. I wonder what's the right thing to do. It's better to strike. Maybe the strike is not the best idea. Oh, it's better not to strike. Is it really better if I don't strike? Nothing will ever change. This condition of mine, of ours. The condition of hundreds of workers. The condition of thousands of families. The condition of millions of people in this country at war. Maybe the strike is the best idea. But why are we striking? Why are we striking? Saying fighting for bread, because the bread went 8 times the price that it was. Why are we really striking? For whom? For what? For a son, for our mothers, for husbands, for our bread, and for peace. Well, it's for everything of these things. For everybody, for peace, for bread, for husbands, for mothers, for sons. Yes, for that reason too. But why are we striking? Why are we really striking? For whom? For what? I think it's for peace, if it's good. We're striking for our sons, for our mothers, for our husband, for bread, but most of all, for peace. I thought you had to choose one of them. If not, I would already press peace. For the end of this war, for the end of this occupation, for liberation, at all costs. Yes, I will strike at all costs. People did strike. And that's
Inglesi. Da un anno aspettiamo che sferrino l'offensiva, ma non si decidono mai. Essi calcolano il rischio, noi no.
So, Brits, we've been waiting for their assault for a year now, but they never make their move. They calculate risks, we don't. April 1944. Family. Why are you still awake so late, Sarah? Go to bed! But Go! Every night the same story. They all gather around the radio to listen to those weird in-current transmissions. Hurry! Radio Londra is about to begin. It must be a special transmission. Don't forget it. Let's all remember as best as we can what Colonel Bonacera says. These are real, I suppose. I don't know, I wasn't there.
Parla Londra.
London speaking.
Alcuni messaggi speciali.
This is a special transmission.
Felice non è felice.
Frank is not Frank.
È cessata la pioggia.
The rain ceased.
La mia barba è bionda.
My beard is blonde.
La mucca non dà latte.
The cow gives no milk.
Giacomone bacia Maometto.
Giacomone is Muhammad.
Le scarpe mi stanno strette.
My shoes are tight.
Il pappagallo è rosso.
The parrot is red.
L'aquila vola.
The eagle flies.
Parla Londra.
London speaking.
Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi speciali.
This was a special transmission. Family. So, does everyone remember everything? How was Frank? No. Frank is Frank, that's clear. No, come on! Frank is not Frank, I'm sure about that. What happened to the rain? It ceased. Rain fell. Sure, what else could rain do about falling? It ceased! Rain ceased! Ceased? What color was the beard? I do remember this. Red. My beard is red, he said so. My beard is blonde. Colin said his beard was blonde. What was the cow giving? Nothing. Meat. Well, actually, cows actually give milk and meat. Therefore, it must be eggs. The cow gives no eggs. No, it was the cow didn't give milk, but you said what the cow gave. Giacomone was kissing Muhammad. I guess it was the eagle or that Frank guy. The eagle, I'm sure it was the eagle. It wasn't an eagle, it was Giacomone. Giacomone kisses Muhammad. How were the shoes like? Tight. Fitting, the shoes were fitting. You wish they were, right? Nope, wrong. My shoes are tight, that's what he said. What about the parrot? It's red. Have you ever seen a parrot? Me, I haven't, but I guess it flies. Oh no, it's red. What was the eagle doing? Well, if the parrot was flying, the eagle wasn't. Also because it was already kissing Muhammad, huh? No way, the eagle flies, I'm sure. The eagle was flying. They got it all wrong. They can't even remember a single message. Maybe I should tell them. Even though I should be in bed, not here, eavesdropping on them. What am I going to do now? I'm telling them. Dad, Mom! Why are you still awake so late, Sarah? Go to bed. But go! Sometimes I wonder if it's right to treat Sarah this way. You know the reason, to protect her. Who knows what could happen to her if she said to the wrong person that we are on the right side. Speaking of which, what colors was the parrot, by the way? I should have told them.
Vittorio Emanuele era piccolo col fascismo, senza fascismo, non è cresciuto di un pollice.
Vittorio Emanuele, he was a little man during fascism, and afterwards he still did not grow an inch. That was true. May 1944. Sergio, I received a leaflet, Baldo. It is meant for to disperse the reluctant and the deserters. Woof, woof. You're right, Baldo. I'm none of those. I'm an entrepreneur, an honest man, a believer in the great mother Italy, and a believer in its great king Vittorio Emanuele. Woof, woof, woof. Baldo, you know I don't like jokes about the king's height. Woof. Oh, you meant half a man because of his soul, not his figure? I plainly didn't hear that, rascal. Fact is, I'm worried about the sentences in this leaflet. Very worried. When it says, consider. May families consider letting a peaceful callback to reality be heard by their dear ones whose souls are still in doubt. Woof, 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 woof. I agree. That's quite a masterpiece of an euphemism. Woof, woof. Sure, I know what it means. It means that if you know any dispersed, reluctant or deserters, you should report them. What? Yes, to my dismay, I know one very well. It's Mirella's son. He was a soldier. He fled on September 8th to come back home. Since then, he's been hiding, enduring in absence, as the leaflet says. Woof, woof? How do I know? I'm the one who's hiding him. Woof? I know, Baldo. I should have told you. But you know, Mirella's been working for me for 20 years now. She's my most loyal employee. And even though what she asked me is totally insane, how could I refuse? Woof, woof. She asked me to hide her son upstairs in the archive room. Woof? Yes, at my office. Woof. Ours, right, ours office. Consider. I'm an entrepreneur. To consider is what I've always been doing and what I can do best. But this time I really don't know what to do. What is best to consider? Is it for my fondness for Mirella, even though her son is a deserter? Or is it about my duty as a camerata? And subject of Vittorio Emanuele. Woof, 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 woof. I read, Baldo. I read how the leaflet goes on. A little and ignominious punishment will await those stubborn and unsure who stroll around after the due time. I'm not sure is exactly what I am today. What I'm supposed to do, Baldo? To keep hiding him or to report him? Well, that's nice, Baldo. Oh, if you... Oh god. I didn't have the time. You know very well how Mirella's son will end up if you report him. He'll end up deported by the Germans. Oh god. Believe in what you want, your great mother really, in that little king of feather. I don't care about what you believe, I only care about what you do. I said keep hiding that kid though. I'm afraid because it's gonna change. Woof 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 woof! If only I could really understand you, Baldo. Enough, I made my choice. As the leaflet says, still on time, today, tomorrow, not anymore. And today it's time to burn this filthy leaflet. Thank you. And that was nice. It was, I think, probably the best thing.
Divisa. Non esiste una di rigore, perciò sono tutte buone.
In uniform, there isn't an official one, therefore they're all good. June 1944. Am I there yet? 5 more kilometers and I'm there. The partisan staffetta, right? A bike courier in my decent made uniform. Right? Because there's always the right turn. I must be very careful today. Today we celebrate, but we cry too. Today we bring home victory, but defeat too. Go straight. Rome was liberated yesterday. The fascists are biting the bullet. And what does Mussolini do here in Milan? He proclaims a national mourning. Some people celebrate, some people cry. Turn right. After all, resistance is a bit like cycling. Message after message, action after action. Like a wheel going round and round. Pushing on the pedals harder and harder. Clocking up the miles. If it speeds up, it looks unstoppable. But just like any bike, sooner or later, it has to stop. Fact is, we will stop. Just when all of this is over. If we keep resisting, we can make it. I've been taking this route for 3 months, but I always forget where that bloody fascist checkpoint is. Luckily I checked the map. Next branch, I have to turn right. I'm cycling every day, all day long, but I will never get used to cycle with these packages hidden on my dress. I'm doing it for a good cause. I'm doing it for their cause. Turn right. That checkpoint really is strategically placed. They might be cruel and ruthless, but they know what they're about when it comes to organization. Anyway, good news is we are smarter than them. Well, that's nice.
Repubblichini. Se ne stanno in città, preferibilmente al sicuro, con le scarpe lustre, il ciuffo fuori del berretto.
Repubblichini. They stand downtown, preferably safe, with their shiny shoes and bangs peeking out from under the beret. July 1944. Emilia's sister. Mom, Dad, Emilia got... Oh, Mom, Dad, Emilia got caught! Dear Lord! Caught by whom? By one of those Repubblichini downtown. I bet it must have been Ernesto's son, the damn fascist. Uncle Mario, what's a Republicano? I'll tell you later, Giacomo. Let's deal with Emilia now. What did I tell you, Carolina? They told me to tell you they want a horse. The horse? Yes, if we bring them the horse, they'll give us Emilia back. Otherwise, dear Lord, myself for a horse? Our son. My brother. My nephew. I can't remember his name. My cousin. So what are we going to do? It's just the only choice I can. Let's bring him the horse. But I do love our good old Furia. Giacomo, Emilia's risking his life and you think about a horse? Wait a moment, Giacomo's making a point I didn't read. Jesus. Indeed, it could be a very hard year without a horse. But Mario! I tell him there must be another way. So what are we going to do? Sorry, let's bring him Giacomo. Let's bring up the pig. The pig, but we need it even more than the horse. Sure, the pig is the most valuable beast we have. If we make it to next winter, hopefully. And I do love that piggy. So what are we gonna do? Persimmons? Let's bring out persimmons. The persimmons are not yet in season. Thirdly, also because our persimmon tree is the last good tree we have left. So what are we gonna do? Bring the chickens. Let's bring the chickens. Chickens? If those damn fashion think my son is worth a horse, I don't think a few plucked chickens will not be enough for them. True, I could take a dozen of them, maybe more. Don't get it. Emilio is worth a horse, and a horse is worth 12 chickens, and chickens make eggs. How many eggs is Emilio worth? Whatever. So what are we gonna do? Let's bring up Giacomo. But Uncle Mario! Come on, Giacomo. Uncle was just kidding. Weren't you? So what are we gonna do? Won't you think about leaving Emilio? Won't you think about leaving Emilio? Uncle? Dad? Mom? No. Giacomo? I might be dumb, but no horse or pig or chicken or egg or persimmon is worth my cousin. We won't have a horse anymore, and we'll be so hungry, but we'll be hungry altogether. Altogether. Including Emilian, my son, our son, my nephew, my brother, my cousin. So what are we gonna do? Let's bring him the horse. Let's bring them the horse to those damn fascists. That's awesome, because I was so terrified that he left. If the oceans of tears the monsters shed through the history of mankind could be measured by the grotesque situation, it's the dumbest determined nobody would ever doubt the comicality of power and the necessity to explain in terms of comedy rather than a tragedy. Rihanna Fallaci, Conversation with Power. I think we're just missing
Raffica, una parola in cui si concentrano l'odio e la violenza, una parola di questa guerra. Qualche volta l'uomo che spara riesce a vedere negli occhi l'altro che insacca i colpi.
A word crammed with hatred and violence, a word belonging to this war. Sometimes the shooter can even get to look into the eyes of the victim. August 1944. Human bodies thrown out on the pavement against the fence like garbage. Outlaws who got caught with the guns blazing, that's what they told us. All around people are silent, the sun is scorching. Around the dead men, other living men in their black uniforms are standing still, guarding them, as if the dead could rise and get away. But maybe they can still talk. I just heard it! What happened? How many are there? They were killed by fascists and dumped here in Piazza Loreto. There are many. There are too many. There are 15. Don't even want to count them. I can't believe my eyes. It's written, these are assassins, murderers. Did the fascists even put a signpost over there? Yes, they did. These are murderers, it says. These who? The dead? Or they're true murderers? It almost seems like the partisan put that signpost to denounce their killers. After all, they keep talking. Can't you hear them? Even this week we managed to print our clandestine papers. We're running out of weapons, but we'll get supplies with a little help from our friends. You murdered us and left us here to rot under the sun. You get what you deserve. I can hear them. Everybody can. And the fascists will hear them too. My brother could be here too, or could be there too, in that pile. I'm sorry. Would you want to check? Please check in. Oh. Someone says, no. He's not my brother, but it's as if he were. No. He's not my brother, but as if he were, so... Okay. Umberto, if he's there, it means that my brother too, for sure. Giulio. I have to go. I didn't check if there was a Giulio. 8.
Alba. Quando spunta, può essere troppo tardi.
when it breaks, it can be too late. So it's a countdown. September 1944. It's 12 months. Ciao, Luca. Nicola. And here we are, like every night. This damn curfew. It's cold and dangerous out there. But is this curfew really damned or blessed? The curfew protects us somehow, don't you think? I don't feel that protected at the idea that we can only see each other from 9 in the evening to 5 in the morning. But we're safe here. Yes, we are, even though it's such an absurdity to feel safe when everyone else feels more in danger, supposing that the fascists don't find us, or we may end up like those in Loreto. It's alright. So, what's the task for the next days? Tomorrow at noon, this time. How do you feel? I'm fine, Luca, I'm fine, but it's not the right moment to talk about this. Please. I'm sorry. Tomorrow at noon, this time, it's at the movies theater. No mistakes allowed. We get in, we throw the leaflets, we disappear. Is that clear? Yes, it is. How do we retrieve the leaflets? This time is harder. Lately, the fascists have been strictly monitoring the area. The courier will take an alternate route. The meeting point is in Via Forteza. I want to say be careful. So please, be careful. I will. And you, please. Yes. So how do we retrieve the leaflets? The courier will take an alternate route. The meeting point is Via Fortezza. Sharp. Just remember, we get in, we disappear. Especially in the situation takes a turn for the worse. Don't you remember what happened with the attack back in February? Something went wrong, but everyone made it in the end. Retreat. But this is the first rule. Is that clear? Yes, it is. But don't worry about me. Tomorrow, everything's going to be alright. Don't you trust me? I do trust you. Everything looks so clear and perfect at night. Today, it just gives us fear and confusion. I wish I could live all my life at night. Luca, me too. See if something else appears. All my life with you. Did I press with you and it disappeared? All my life with you. Just the two of us. No tasks, no fear, no confusion, no faces. And no war. Yeah, I suspected this. Oh God. It's been a great game so far. It's not a game though, it's a novel and it's so emotional.
Morte. Non se ne parla mai, ma è sempre con noi. Ciascuno si è immaginato la propria. Sarebbe una sorpresa troppo spiacevole trovarsela dinanzi, all'improvviso, senza essere preparati a riceverla.
Death. We never talk about it, but we always keep it with ourselves. Everyone has imagined a death of their own. It would be too startling to suddenly face it, without being prepared to meet it. October 1944. And I didn't split this game, because now I'm gonna read, because I want to give it full credit with a whole one video. And it would take like forever to upload it, I don't care about it, but I think it deserves not to be stopped. Paused. So it was cold. I do remember that. The sky so clear at first, then freezing, unusually freezing, sorely freezing, so actually like gunpowder. I tried and I tried and I tried. What else? Is there anything else I could have done differently? They proclaimed the state of alert. They're going to bomb the area soon. But the alarm came late, too late, and too confusing, and by that time, the planes were already above us. My God! This time they're attacking us! They're attacking us for good! I think for myself first, saving myself, running to safety, to the closest shelter. I see Mario, the baker, shouting at me, "Run, Donata! Run! They're bombing for real!" through Viale Monza, through a couple of other streets I can't remember. Then suddenly I find myself in front of Francesco's Crispy School. My best friend, Gianna! Right now she should be at the factory, but her kids, Gianna's kids, Benito and Bianca, they must be there. I see the kids again, their teachers. Some of them are going out of the school, heading back to home, looking for a shelter. But I can see just a few silhouettes in the schoolyard, too few. There must be 150, 200 kids inside that school at least, I think. Try to focus to see the two of them, Benito and Bianca, but they all look the same. And my sight isn't good anymore. Lost it at the factory, at work, at the soldering iron. They can't be there. Those kids look like 3rd graders. I recognize Lino. Bianca's in 5th grade, Benito's even younger, knee-high to a grasshopper. So now, where do I go? What do I do? I'm shocked, I can't understand a thing. I can't see a thing. I can only think about Gianna at the factory, and about her children, who are here without her. Look, who do I go first? I can hear the bomber above us. I go for Benito because he's smaller, but them, I can't see them. Time is clicking. Right, because there's nothing. Good God, where are they? Oh God. Here you are, Benito. Hurry, Benito. Give me your hand. Let's go looking for your sister. I got Benito. No. Benito, grab my hand. Let's get out. I clearly saw the bombs as they were falling, but haven't had a second chance. Forgive me, Gianna. I had to choose. And I saved Benito. Only him. God.
Politica. I giovani non amano e non sanno farne. I più anziani la preferiscono alle azioni di guerra.
Politics. The young ones don't like it and can't engage with it. The older ones prefer it over the acts of war. November 1944. What's happening at the factory today? The SS? Here? What did the SS want from us? From me? Sesto San Giovanni list. Pirelli? Breda fact. Trains. Italian. Partisan? I didn't even have time to choose. Answer, Italian. Just a worker. Murderer. Traitor. Torre Colombo Villa Leone Conti Barbieri Bassi. All the same. Dead animals. Well, never. Deportation. When will this nightmare be over? When we say so, Italian. I'd say we're almost done here. He doesn't look like one of them. One of them, right? Those who think they can engage in politics even at the factory. I would deport him just in case. One more, one less. Two more, two less. Or 3 or 4 or 5. Not much of a difference. So what do we do with this one? Can't read that thing. Don't know. I know they need them healthy and strong at the campus up in Germany. Oh, it's the different point of views. Oh God. So they cannot understand him. What is he saying? I can't understand a word. Well, Italian is such a funny language. Can barely distinguish the sound he makes. So, how many left to check? About 1 more 100. Then let's get going. I mean, when in doubt, they're all partisans. So hey, Italian, last chance. Anything to say in your defense? Honestly, I don't care about what you have to say. We should proceed. Let's proceed. He talks so much. That's enough. Let's move on. But I've spotted that terrorist we've been looking for weeks. Who, the blonde-haired one over there? That's him. It's your lucky day, Italian. But beware of what you do. We'll be watching you. God. Thank God. They spared me. And the scariest, the most inhuman thing is, I didn't even know why. So lucky, Fausto. So just 5 months.
Mussolini. Non se ne parla che raramente. Lui non viene a sparare, perciò non conta. Ai giovani la sorte di Mussolini non interessa. Per essi è come se fosse già morto.
Mussolini, he's rarely talked about. He's not here in the front line, so he doesn't count. Youngsters don't care about Mussolini's fate. To them, he's already dead. December 1944. The radio has been talking about it since yesterday. They said it would have been an extraordinary, important event. Extraordinarily. Right. As if we haven't had enough of extraordinary things. A granddaughter killed at school like a rat in a hole by friendly bombs by our saviors, together with 180 more little rats like her. A whole neighborhood left with no more children. A daughter who went out to work at the factory one morning just like every day, and that evening never came back just because she dared to ask for what we all want: bread and peace. Another grandson who goes out at 9 in the evening when the curfew starts to fight in the shadows, and who knows if he'll come back as well at 5 in the morning. Oh, sorry. All isn't extraordinary, all is ordinary. These times you get used to anything, even to the extraordinary. So, what's so extraordinary with that one? How can all those people still stand listening to his word? So the silhouette here is from Mussolini. His words. Camerati, dear Milanese camera, now forever know your face is the same. Your squadrismo, the same as the black suit, as he was living up to the eldest tradition to score. Milan will give the men the weapons, the will, and the time for the comeback. Milan will give the men the weapons, the power, and the signal for the comeback. True, but not the men, the weapons, the will, and the comeback you wish for. That's exactly the other way round. His words. I don't know, I can't remember. Maybe this. Camerati, dear Milanese Camerati. How much time has passed? More than 9 years since the last time we met here in Milan? 9, right? It was 36. Peace with everyone, with those who are close and with those who are far. Armed peace. You promised peace. You gave us war. 4.5 years of war. So you can call us Camerati if you will, but you can't call us dear, you liar. Now forever, I know your fate is still the same of the glorious Quadrismo, the same of the black shirts revolution. Revolution? Still talking about revolution. First time I heard you talk about it, my hair wasn't white yet. And after all this time, after 20 plus years of power, are you still playing the socialists? Really? And where's the glory? Where's the faith? With those fanatics who will still follow you just for the sake of beating up people, without anybody saying a word to them. If you don't want to put down your weapons yet, at least put down your masks. Milanese fascism is living up to the eldest tradition and to its current mission. Whenever I already heard you saying this word, or maybe you talked about orders, directions, imperious duties, whatever. Oh sure, it was right here in Milan. You're ardentissima for sure, ardent with firebombing. It was right here in Milan. You're tireless for sure, tireless because after 15 months of occupation, even to be tired has become a luxury we can't afford anymore. You're industrious for sure, industriously trying to find a way to survive, to put together a few hundreds of lire to spend at the black market. You're generous for sure, generous paying 200 lire for a chicken or 2000 lire for a good pair of shoes. Whereas the pay at the factory is much less 1000 lire per month. It was right here in Milan. You're fascistissima, Milan. Beware. Beware of not feeling home too much. Sometimes your very home can be the most hurtful place. His words. See? Your words are meaningless to me. You talk, but I don't get you. Not anymore. You talk, but soon we will talk too. Longo will talk. Sereni will talk. Pertini will talk. Vagliani will talk. And it will be to tell you one very simple thing. Death sentence. Soon we'll meet again. 4 months.
Spia. Nel paese in cui viviamo tutti lo possono essere. Per questo siamo spietati con le spie, anche a rischio di cadere in errori.
Spy. In the country we live in, anyone can be a spy. That's why we have no mercy upon them, even when we have doubts. January 1945. Ernest, the pig. They don't have permission to butcher it. Get them! Is he sleeping? Has one eye. Oh, they all have one eye. I swear it wasn't me. I was forced to. Let me go and I'll share the names of the real culprits. It's too late, Ernesto. War is over, and we won. Now you're going to pay for all the bad things you did. You spy. We know which side you were on. Confess. You're a pig, that's what you are. A slazebull. Remember what Angelino told you when you consigned them to those bastards? You better die, because if you live and we win, you will be surrounded by silence. You will live, but it will be as if you were dead. Won't you kill me? You're lucky. Angelino suggested to use you as a firewood for Saint Anthony's fire, the patron of Saint pigs like you. But Angelino died 6 months ago. Quite a proper punishment for a man like you, don't you think? You were spying against poor families that were not declaring the butchery of their pigs, and now you'll be treated like the pig we yearly butchered and ate during these freezing nights. I never said anything, I swear! Sure, Ernesto, you never said anything. Oh god, but I don't know, am I spy? Yours? The only side you're on now is the side of the dead. Burn in hell, you sleazeball. Burn! So you are a spy. It's like the guilt sense of a spy? Just a nightmare. What if it came true? 3 months.
Casa. Meglio non pensarci. Col tempo non è poi tanto difficile.
Home, better not think about it. As time goes by, it's not that hard. February 1945. Oh, Tina, this is concentration camp. A letter from Carlo. You're alive. The back of the postcard is half in German and half in Italian. It says "War Prisoners Mail," and there are strange handwriting written initials where it says camp designation. Stammlager 3. Okay. Yeah, you understand that she was in a concentration camp. Who knows what it means? And where you are, somewhere in Germany. You must have been caught after September the 8th. Maybe you were trying to come back home. Maybe you were waiting for your surgeon's order. Or maybe you simply did not understand a thing, just like we haven't understood a thing ourselves. Oh, Carlo. The only thing that matters is you're alive. And there's your name written here, Carlo. Carlo Pini. So this is the one at the beginning. The one that wanted to go back to his family. What are you writing, my love? didn't read it. Dear wife, I'm sending you my fondest wishes. Oh, my dear Carlo. I'm very well, I hope it's the same for you. What are you writing now? I'm very well, I hope it's the same for all of you. What was the other thing underneath it? What are you writing me to, your love? Here's some paper to send me a pack. Please send food and tobacco. Poor Carlo. Again, warm hugs and kisses, your Carlo. Oh, here's a detail I missed. The date of this letter. It says 25. Oh, it's Christmas of 1943. It's Christmas. Oh, Carlo, this letter. It's the greatest sorrow I could get. Now I know you will never come back to me. Farewell, my love. Farewell. So he died. I suppose we got imprisoned.
Partigiani. Ce ne sono di tutti i tipi. Leali e opportunisti, eroi e doppio giochisti, consapevoli e no. Combattono una delle 10.000 guerre che l'uomo ha scatenato su questa terra e pensano di essere dalla parte della ragione.
Partisans, they're all kinds. Loyal and opportunistic, heroic and double-faced, aware and unaware, they fight one of the 10,000 wars man has waged on earth, always believing they are on the right side. March 1945. How did I get here tonight? Hidden in front of the... Oh, is Milton a guy or a girl? In front of this creepy building where the fascists look up, beat up and kill my comrades. Fascists, they're all of kinds these days. National Guard, Black Brigades, Decima Mass, Muti Legion, Italian SS. Who knows? Who knows if they believe they're on the right side too, like we do, like I do myself. But who am I after all? I'm a partisan committed to this most insane mission. Or maybe the only reasonable one. Set a comrade free from the fascists. And not an ordinary comrade. Giorgio, my friend. I owe him. He would do the same for me. I'm sure. Enough with all these thoughts now. I can stay here thinking forever. But it's not time to think anymore. It's time to act. Now! They're shooting at me. Stop, Milton! Oh, what did I choose? Never mind, run, Milton. They're shooting again. Stop! No, don't stop. Keep on running. Ahead. Ahead, Milton. Always ahead. Last month.
Domani. Si spera sempre che sia migliore, che sia finalmente l'ultimo giorno di questa storia.
Tomorrow, we always hope that it will be a better. That will finally be the last day of this story. April 1945. I come here to stop thinking, come here to remember to myself that I'm still human, a human being before an Italian, a non-Jew, a non-partisan, a non-fascist. Come here to the movies. So I'm a man who resisting against hunger, death, rage, fear, oppression, resisting against all the bad things that have been surrounding us for too many months, how many? And we're all in together, inside this kind of matchbox that war is. The evil ones who are no more afraid of anything, and the good ones who forgot what hope means, all together. But me, I'm a doctor too, and for a doctor there are no good or evil ones. The movie reel runs, and instead of stopping I keep on thinking. I think about my friend Ornello, imprisoned in Germany who improvised himself as a doctor to save from certain death many other prisoners like him. He's a doctor too, a force doctor. I think about him, about that force I lose sometimes, that force I hope to find again. Tomorrow. Because the real illness is to be unable to think about tomorrow. Because tomorrow, whatever it brings, always comes. For everyone. For those who waited for someone else to choose for them. And for those who made peace with the enemy. For the innocent who mistake the light of the bombs for falling stars. And for the ones who have been damned by war and choose to end it all. For those who wonder where the hell is man in this war. And for those who won't be able to do nothing but confess under torture. For those who choose to strike at all costs for bread and for peace. And for those who are protected by their dear ones and don't even know it. For those who dare to disobey. And for the ones who risk their lives for the right cause. For the ones who choose to starve to be together. For those who will forever be the voice of the ones who are gone. Those who are in love with each other and choose the worst, the most secret, the safest moment to say it. And for those who had to make the hardest choice for someone else. For the ones who were spared, and for the ones who don't forget. For the ones who will pay and are already paying their nightmares. For the ones who are able to read between the lines. For the ones who are on the run and never stop because they know they're doing the right thing even though they don't know why. And for those like me who think that 20 months are too many to resist against such a grotesque war. Today is April 24th, 1945. Where will I be tomorrow? Where will I be 70 years from now? Still at the movies to forget or to remember? Still human? 25 April 1945.
Cos'è la resistenza? Se non semplicemente la forma più radicale di esistenza. Resistere. Come una tempesta facendo leva su se stessi, sulla propria forza, ed eventualmente su quella di altre forze con la nostra combinate. È una resistenza molteplice e innominabile quella di cui noi oggi abbiamo bisogno. A questo serve ripercorrere le storie di chi è stato esemplare nella sua etica, nel suo saper tracciare fedelmente la propria forma per inventarne di nuove.
From Eravamo, it's a book by Marco Rovelli. It's a book about the stories here are inspired by real stories. The end. $20 So this game wasn't a game, it was a novel, a visual novel by Weir Muesli. It was an amazing visual novel, maybe more felt by me that I'm Italian than anybody, but I suggest everyone to try it. I suppose you can have different endings, because at the end the doctor was showing the different endings for each character that I played, and it makes you know a little more about what happened in World War II, like in Italy, so it's more based on Italian people, but it's always good to know about it. So let me know what you think about this game. Share with friends if you really liked it. And, thank you so much for watching, and I suppose I see you in the next one. Bye.